this is Miss Danielle from the Laurel County Public Library, and today we are going to be getting a start on our Halloween topics. So we're going to sing a couple of Halloween songs, and then we're going to read one of our favorite Halloween books. So let's get started with a song called Who Took the Candy from the Trick-or-Treat Bag? All right, so there is our trick-or-treat bag of candy, and there's only a few pieces left in this bag. So we're going to try to figure out who took the last few pieces. Here we go. Who took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag? Ghost took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Then who? So wouldn't Ghost? Ghost didn't take the candy from the bag. Would it have been the witch? Who took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag? The witch took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Then who? So wouldn't witch? Witch didn't take the candy from the bag. Would it have been the mummy? Who took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag? The mummy took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Then who? Who took the candy, Mummy? Somebody took those last few pieces. Would have been the pirate. Who took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag? The pirate took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Then who? So wouldn't pirate? He didn't take the candy. Would it have been skeleton? Who took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag? Skeleton took the candy from the trick-or-treat bag. Who, me? Yes, you. Okay, you caught me. I took the candy. Well, what should skeleton do? Say he took 5 pieces of candy, which is the last pieces that were at the bottom of the bag. He should share. He should have asked everybody else, would y'all like some of the candy that's left? So if he has 5 pieces, he could share 1 with Ghost, 1 with the witch, 1 with Mummy, 1 with Pirate. Then he can have 1 piece for himself. It's better to share if we can. All right, guys, so there is a few Halloween people or creatures. Okay. Now, let's sing a song since we had skeleton. Skeleton took the candy. So let's take a look at our skeleton, and we're going to sing the song, Them Bones, the skeleton dance. So we've got our skeleton here, and these are our bones. That's underneath all of our skin. All right. So let's put our skeleton right here, and we'll sing our little song. Here we go. Them bones, them dancing bones, them bones, them dancing bones, them bones, them dancing bones, doing the skeleton dance. The foot bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the knee bone's connected to the thigh bone, doing the skeleton dance. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone's connected to the backbone's connected to the neck bone, doing the skeleton dance. Good job, guys, good job. So let's look at our skeleton up here. So we said our foot bone is connected to our leg bone. Then our leg bone is connected to our knee bone, and that helps our leg to move back and forth. Then we have our thigh bone right here. This big bone, it's a big bone. Then we have our hip bone right here. It helps us to sit. And then we have our backbone that helps us to sit up really tall and straight. Then we have our neck bone that helps us to turn our heads from left to right and up and down. And then we also have our hand bone. Our hand bone helps us to wave hello and goodbye. So those are some of the bones within our body. Okay, have you ever seen a skeleton wear a pair of underwear? What color are those underwear? They're green. And those are the creepy pair of underwear we are going to read about in our storybook today. And it is called The Creepy Pair of Underwear by Aaron Reynolds. Let's see what happens in this book. Here we go. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. And on Thursday, Mom took him to the underwear store and grabbed the last 3 packages of plain white. But as they headed for the checkout, Jasper spotted them. Creepy underwear! So creepy, so comfy. They were glorious. Mom, can we get these? Jasper pleaded. I think they're a little too creepy, said Mom. They're not creepy. They're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. So Mom agreed to buy just 1 pair. That night, Jasper wore his cool new underwear to bed. Look how green they are. Do you want me to leave the hallway light on? Dad said. Dad, I'm not a little bunny anymore, said Jasper. I'm a big rabbit now. So his dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed. The underwear glowed. They glowed a ghoulish, greenish glow. They weren't just green, they glowed in the dark. He closed his eyes. He pulled over the covers. He buried his face in his pillow, but it didn't help. He could still see that ghoulish, greenish glow. So Jasper leaped up out of bed and he put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear into the bottom of his laundry hamper, and he finally fell asleep. But when he got up the next day, he was wearing the creepy underwear. Oh my goodness, how does that happen? Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was still a big rabbit. He wasn't scared or anything like that. But he was done with the scary underwear. After school, Jasper was doing his homework when he heard it. A scratching, scraping sound coming from his dresser. And he opened the drawer and they were back, staring at him with that ghoulish, greenish glow. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine your green underpants staring at you? He snatched the creepy underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps, and he sent those underwear to China. Bye-bye, scary underwear, he said, dropping the package into the mailbox. He's shipping them to China. But when he opened the front door the next morning, there they were! And were those chopsticks! His creepy pair of underwear had somehow returned from China, and it had brought back souvenirs. He just thought he was on vacation. He brought back chopsticks and a fan and a panda bear. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jasper grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors. She didn't like him using them, but this was an underwear emergency. This time, the creepy underwear were gone for good. There's no way they could come back. He shredded them to 1,000 pieces. Look at all the pieces. There's no way they could come back this time. At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. Nothing, just plain white undies. He searched under the bed. He shook the lampshades. Whew! There was no sign of the creepy underwear. He went into the bathroom to comb his ears. Ah! There they were! They were back! What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You're so jittery here lately. Nothing, he yelped. A grown rabbit couldn't be terrified of his underpants. So he seized the underwear. He snagged a shovel from the garage and he rode. He didn't stop paddling until he reached Creek Hanger Hill. Jasper began to dig and he dug until the hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. He dropped the underwear in, and they gleamed from the bottom, that ghoulish, greenish glow. But not for long. Jasper covered it up with all of that dirt. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There was no way, right? He searched for the handle. He reached for the handle, and he peeked in. And there was nothing, just the plain white undies. Jasper smiled, and he turned out the light. He felt satisfied. But what happened? It's so dark. There's no ghoulish, greenish glow anymore. Just his big white eyes. There's just one problem. It's really, really dark in here, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light, and he looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. So he took his bicycle and his shovel, and he drove out to Creekhanger Hill, and he got his underwear back. The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle, greenish glow. And so the next day, Jasper gathered his allowance money and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. And that night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he laid down to sleep, he smiled, and so did his underwear, because they had finally found someone who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. He loved them so much that he went to the store and bought like 50 pair of underwear. It looks like he's using them for a nightlight, maybe, so they can glow and he can still see in their room. Look, they're all so happy. All the underwear is so happy. All right, guys, thank you all so much for helping me get started with some Halloween songs and a good book. Next week, we'll get started on some more Halloween songs. So we'll see you all next week. We'll say goodbye. Here we go. It is time to say goodbye to all of our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all of our friends. It is time to say goodbye. Keep a smile and please don't cry. It is time to say goodbye to all of our friends. Yeehaw! Goodbye, everyone.